All right. This march on London has gotten pretty dicey right now. Thousands are gathering right now. Then they've had, battles with the police and what have you here. So this is coming into us live. So excuse me for maybe the sloppiness or the camera shots, but that's what happens when things got a little agitated. This is the biggest of them all right now so far today. There are others planned around the world today, but this one gathers thousands of pro-Palestinian demonstrators, not too keen on reports that Israel isn't keen on a ceasefire and doesn't think much even of these 4-hour momentary disruptions in activity to allow aid to get into Gaza and for some folks to get out. It's not sitting well, but we're keeping on top of that because more are planned all over the world, as I said, but here in this country, in Wilmington, Delaware, where the president is this weekend, or plans to be later this weekend before he lays a wreath at the tomb of the unknown soldiers. More on that in a second. Also more on however heated this is across the world, it has had zilch, not effect on not only our markets, but the global markets. That's a very important development, my friends, because that is very different than how the world markets responded 50 years ago to the Yom Kippur War. Many of you of a certain age might recall that really triggered an Arab uprising against the United States and its help of Israel. Ultimately, they embargoed oil. We depended on that stuff a lot back then. That led to long gas lines, odd even days to get gas. It was a mess. Remember stagflation? It started with that. You had a slowing economy, you had rising prices, and it would continue for many, many years. That was then. It's not now. It is a heated global response right now. We're not seeing it in the markets. But first to Nathan Sales, the former ambassador at large and coordinator for counterterrorism, the former acting undersecretary for civilian security, democracy, and human rights, U.S. Department of State. Nathan, thank you for taking the time. I mentioned that war versus this war. We did see rallies then. We're seeing rallies now, but that's where at least the comparison for the moment ends. Do you hope it ends there? What do you think?
Well, let's hope so, Neil. Of course, protesters, whether they're in Wilmington or Westminster, they're going to have a First Amendment or a fundamental free speech right to make their voices heard and to press their governments to change policy, even if we think the cause they're protesting for is odious. And let's be clear, when we see these protests in London, this is not about, a 4-hour pause versus a one-day ceasefire. They're protesting for something very different. When they chant from the river to the sea, what they're saying is that Israel has no right to exist. They're saying that the region needs to be, at best, ethnically cleansed of Jews. So the remedy for that, of course, is not censorship and government heavy-handed reaction. The remedy for that is more speech. And so we need to be pointing out what's really motivating these anti-Israel, and let's be clear, in some cases, anti-Semitic protesters.
You know what's weird is now some colleges are cracking down on the anti-Semitism, but not many. And some of it put it in a veil of free speech. People are allowed to say whatever they want, but that's welcoming it and endorsing it, isn't it?
I think when universities just turn the other cheek in the face of Jewish students being intimidated or even worse, being assaulted, that sends a chilling message. And the message is we are not going to stand up for free speech. Actually, the way to promote free speech, the way to promote the exchange of ideas is not to let a violent mob threaten people and cow them into silence. It's not to allow protesters to tear down posters of Jewish babies who've been kidnapped into Gaza. That's not speech. That's censorship. That's destroying somebody else's speech. You can say whatever you want in America. What you can't do is interfere with other people's ability to express their own views. And you certainly can't use your anti-Semitic principles to try and cow and intimidate Jewish students as they go to the dining hall, as we've seen on a couple of campuses across our country.
Ambassador, that is very eloquently put. I appreciate that. We need to hear that. Very good seeing you again. Nathan Sales, our ambassador at large.
Hey everyone, I'm Emily Campagno. Catch me and my co-hosts Harris Faulkner and Kaylee McEnany on Outnumbered every weekday at 12 p.m. Eastern, or set your DVR. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page for daily highlights.